So this is going to be an interesting episode. It is probably going to be the last of this series. A lot of really cool and unique things have happened up until this point, and I feel like I need to talk a little bit about it. As you will see throughout this video, there's a lot more acoustic stuff happening, and that is a bit of a deviation to what initially this EP was, because this whole process has taught me so much and I've learned so much, and I've realized in true fashion things are constantly moving and changing and adjusting, and this is just one of those things. I've decided to add on top of this EP an acoustic version, and I think I mentioned this in episode 4 or 5, but John May's album The Inside One's Out was an inspiration towards this idea, because it was basically an acoustic style, demo style studio version of what would later on become his first album. I love the idea of the studio album because it felt like a true first step, and it felt like a true representation of where I've come from. Everything I've done coming from my bedroom and very much ground up. It almost felt right to keep things more raw and less edited and more intimate. The studio version of these songs, or the acoustic version of these songs, really reflects that and highlights that, and I wanted that to be the first representation of this EP. And then following that, you can see how they evolve into complete productions. I decided, as a extra project and an extra task to myself, to cram in 4 acoustic songs that are directly related to what will be the final EP release, and those are going to be the songs I want to open up with. Doing this has really pushed me in certain directions and created new challenges that I know I needed. The outcome has just been so amazing that I'm really glad I pushed myself to kind of get this done in such a last minute fashion. So the acoustic stuff is going to be released first. That's coming all around the corner. Then following that will be the release of the complete productions. And that will be reflected in what you've seen up until this point, in all the hours that I've spent recording in this studio and at home, and just being on the train, making edits and production styles on the laptop. I want to make a dedicated video as well to just reflecting on what I've learned throughout this period, and just how possible it is to make an EP yourself and to be able to create something that you are proud of. Just to tag on to this right at the end, I'm most proud of the fact that I was able to capture all of this and really share an unedited and unfiltered version of what it takes to kind of put something like this together. It's not easy by any means, but it is very doable, and I think especially now it's more doable than any time before. I hope it becomes a point of not only reference for myself in the future as to how far I've come, but also serve as a space for inspiration for other people that are either starting or are in the middle of the process of creating something but are not able to commit. The bigger challenge will be getting into the marketing and the social media side of things, so stay tuned to that. I have no idea how that's going to work, how that's going to operate. YouTube just feels like a bit of a nice, comfortable place to talk and discuss and to market, but there's a different game that gets played once you start releasing songs out. That's another beast in and of itself, and hopefully that's something that I can share as well. But rest assured, I have set deadlines for releases for all of these songs. Everything's already been written down, and I want to make a complete video about that for next week, which will basically highlight all the releases and my approach to putting these songs out, because I am at that point now where I want to turn these over and they're no longer mine, and they're for you guys to listen to. Don't stop, keep creating, and keep putting your stuff out there.
One more chance tonight. I'm wide awake again, so I hope you hear me smiling on the phone with you right next to me. That's all it's missing. Needs a little bit of something there.
found a reason to believe it's something more. I found a